County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hello everyone, Jacob Granneman here with your Friday night edition of the Clark County Today update of the stories we're following for you. Let's take a look. The long-standing election rule that Democrats vote early and Republicans vote late appears to once again be proving to be correct, at least in Clark County. In the two tightest local races in the general election, Republicans Vicki Kraft and Karen Bowerman have each overcome Tuesday night deficits to their respective opponents as the Clark County Elections Department continues to count ballots from the election. In the race for state representative position 1 in the 17th legislative district, the incumbent Kraft has erased the 1,100-plus vote lead of Democrat challenger Tanisha Harris. Kraft had trimmed Harris's lead to 869 votes after Wednesday's report. When Thursday's report was issued, Kraft had moved in front of Harris by 482 votes. Kraft has over 50% of the votes, and Harris has over 49%. 2 years ago, Kraft defeated Harris by just 859 votes. In the race for the Clark County Council District 3 position, Democrat Jesse James had an advantage of more than 1,100 votes over Bowerman Tuesday night. Bowerman cut that lead to just 216 votes on Wednesday. On Thursday, Bowerman moved in front and is now leading James by 723 votes. Bowerman has more than 50% and James is now at over 49%. Heading into Friday's report, Clark County Auditor Greg Kimsey's estimate was that there were still as many as 20,000 votes left to be counted. Friday's COVID-19 update from Clark County public health officials included more cases and one more death, increasing the total number of COVID-19 deaths in Clark County to 73. In addition to that death, public health officials also reported 95 new cases of COVID-19 since yesterday. The total number of reported cases is now 5,328. The number of active cases in Clark County increased to 322. There are currently 35 cases of COVID-19 in Clark County hospitals and one other case under investigation. 65% of licensed hospital beds are currently occupied in the county and 11.2% of licensed ICU beds are occupied. Just under 6% of licensed hospital beds in the county are occupied by COVID-19 patients and patients under investigation. Denis Kolometsev is a nurse at a Clark County hospital. He's one of the frontline workers in the battle against COVID-19. His 90-year-old grandfather died with COVID, while his 67-year-old uncle survived the virus after being hospitalized for almost 2 months. Denis has seen hospital procedures change a lot, but overall he now believes the healthcare providers are doing a very good job caring for their patients. He said he wants to see a more balanced approach in dealing with the virus and hopes that many people will be able to return to their normal lives soon. Those who are older or who have underlying health conditions should be taking precautions, he said. Denis said that he has observed many COVID patients not coming to the hospital for COVID, but rather for other care and finding the virus was additional. He said he thinks for the most part people with the virus are now having shorter hospital stays because the doctors and staff are better equipped to treat patients and developing treatments are becoming more effective. Go to clarkcountytoday.com to read more about Denis's experience. Southwest Washington Education Associates are calling on Clark County Public Health and area school districts to respect the State Department of Health school reopening guidelines and delay the expansion of on-site instruction until our community cases come down. In a statement issued Thursday, the educators addressed the fact that 9 Clark County school districts recently met with Clark County Public Health to push for a faster reopening, which CCPH enabled. The educators claim that school staff and community members were not included in those conversations and that public health approved return to in-classroom plans despite case numbers being significantly higher than those recommended by the Department of Health decision tree. The educators pointed to the fact that the State Department of Health recommends the phasing in of hybrid learning when cases are below 75 per 100,000 residents for 14 days and the percentage of positive tests remains below 5%. The current rate of cases in Clark County is 131 per 100,000 and has increased each of the past 5 weeks. As of October 29th, Clark County's percentage of positive tests has reached 8.5%. You can read more about the educators through our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. Philip Ball and his many team members with the National Network of Youth Ministries has been hard at work here at home and across the country. The organization has the goal of uniting and connecting youth workers at churches, nonprofits, and schools throughout the nation. Ball is the coordinator of engagement and training for the Northwest and works with groups from Alaska to Wyoming. One of their largest impact zones is school campuses, which has been very hard hit by the pandemic. Ball explained that even though this has been a challenge, new and rewarding opportunities for youth and youth leaders to utilize new technology and foster a more personal and one-on-one connection has been very rewarding. Currently, the organization has trained over 70 new youth worker leaders in the region in just the past year. These people then head programs that connect local churches, parachurches, which are often nonprofits, and school programs like the Breakfast Prayer at Evergreen High School here in Clark County. To learn more about NNYM or to partner with them, check back soon with ClarkCountyToday.com for the full story. If you build it, children will have a place to play baseball or softball. If you build it, there will be one more field in a county that is lacking for field space in youth sports. And if you build it, well, it could become one of your most valued projects. Jason Pond, the CEO of Greenberry Industrial, built a youth baseball and softball facility at his property in Camas. Here's Jason.
Why we built this field in a nutshell was we had started the athletics. We were having a great time with the kids, but we didn't have a home field. We had indoor batting cages inside on a shop over there, but no field time. And I had this property, really didn't have a use for it. And my landscaper actually recommended that I think about putting a baseball field out here, and I talked over with my wife Joanne, and she loved the idea. And we hired a good local architect that had experience doing it, and we just built it. And a lot of people didn't believe we were going to do it. It took a long time to get the permit. But once we did it, it actually came out better than we had ever hoped for. And the kids have been using it constantly. When COVID hit, it gave us a place to practice and play and have a good time. And especially these times when kids had nothing to do, and it worked out perfect. And honestly, it's one of the best things I've ever done.
For more on the field and how it came about, please read Paul Valencia's story at ClarkCountyToday.com. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that somehow we have already gravitated into the fall season. The rain showers and chilly mornings have no doubt made you walk outside a little quicker and hold that warm coffee mug a little tighter. The good news is that fall offers some of the most scenic photo opportunities, and our very own Mike Schultz took advantage of some of those this week. So as we send you off to the weekend, enjoy these seasonal scenes from our award-winning photographer. Happy fall, folks. Well, there's a look at the stories we've got for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. Be sure to check in with us on social media through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to see when stories are posted and join the conversation. You can send us your story ideas and feedback to our email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com. From all of us, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday.